Hello and welcome to the streets of Valencia, where qualifying has just finished for the 2026 Spanish Grand Prix. And as you can see, on pole is your winner from last week in France, Kimi Antonelli. And just wow, I mean, can he start a potential title fight? Who knows? Mercedes have been flying since the Indy 500 break we had. Yeah, we've got a full grid actually. This is the first time it feels like ages. Everyone, all the full-time drivers were actually able to race. I mean, we've always had a full grid, but yeah, we haven't actually had like full-time drivers. It's been part-time drivers a lot of the time. But yeah, we are now all done with qualifying. So yeah, we'll watch a whole lap with Antonelli. First of all, we'll go through the actual grid though. We've got Duran in the back, Vesely and Drogovic, two caddies in 21st and 20th, Ocon in 19th. After the weekend he had last week, I'm very surprised. Hadjar in 18th, Crawford in 17th, which is big, considering where his teammate is. You'll see that in a second. Then we've got Lawson Norris in 15th place, the championship leader who crashed out on the penultimate lap with Ocon starting on 15th. I mean, it's not the end of the world for Norris, but he needs to start locking in. Then we've got Russell in 14th again. That is big. And look at the gaps we've got, 2.7 and 2.6. That is huge. Russell, of course, got pole last week for the French Grand Prix. Anyway, then we've got Bortoletti, Colapinto, Albon, Pourchaire, big solid 10th for him. Sainz 9th at his home race. Behrman in 8th place. He's looking to get some points over on Norris to take the championship lead. Gasly in 7th. Maloney in 6th place. As I said, he has been flying today over his teammate at least. But he did have actually kind of 2 crashes this session. I feel like he was pushing quite a bit. And we got Tsunoda, who, after having pole in every single race of the first 8 rounds, apart from one, he didn't get pole last round. He hasn't got pole this round. He's flying in 5th place. Then it's Leclerc in 4th, Piastri in 3rd. Why is Norris just on 8th? I mean, we've seen this before. But he's okay. Well, Norris is starting 8th then, and bump everyone else down one. Just not the worst qualifying in the world for Norris. Anyway, yeah, Leclerc 4th, Piastri 3rd, Verstappen 2nd. Somehow he's racing this weekend. I don't know how. He's not even fully fit. But like the Indy 500, where Rossi and Newgarden was somehow allowed to compete, as well as the Detroit Grand Prix last weekend. He's racing injured. I mean, if you saw the crash he had last week, it caused a big delay in the Grand Prix. We had to literally restart the race an hour later. The first time ever. I don't understand how he's racing, but he is racing. He's managed to put it on the front row, 2nd place, after flying last week and having a huge crash into the catchment. I mean, Albon did the same thing, but he actually stuck the landing and finished 5th, I think he finished then. I don't know where he finished. Anyway, yeah, Antonelli on pole. Before we get a pole up, I want to show you Maloney's 2 offs that he had. That is not one of them. Yeah. No, I don't think it was. It might have been on lap 4. Which he had a McLaren just behind him. Don't think it was this lap. Might have been the lap after this lap here. First bit loss he had. Was it? Would have been here maybe? I mean, it depends what DRS one is. No, not this one. It's the next one. So we'll go off board. And as you can see, down the straight just loses the car. I mean, it's not really a straight, it's got a bend in it, but yeah, obviously DRS open, and I think, I don't know if you can take that flat out with DRS open, which is, it seems strange. I feel like if DRS, it should be taken completely flat out. It's one of 2 DRS zones in this race, after saying that in the Japanese Grand Prix the last time I was seeing DRS, we're meant to get in the 2026 car after that race, but no, we're still in the 2013 cars, and DRS is back. Anyway, that was just a small little spin. On the next lap, he had a pretty big hit into the wall. There we go. seen it there. Here we go. It's a big group of cars pretty much racing each other. That could have held up Russell actually. And then Maloney just lost it on the bump, so it's a big into the tyre barrier. So yeah, let's go on board. And a quick look at that. And then we will look at what's his name's pole lap and no pole lap. You can see the whole like gaggle of cars in front, and he just tries to move out the way, gets in the bump, and the car just completely loses it. Anyway, let's go and find Kimi Antonelli, and we will find this pole lap in the French Grand Prix. Okay, it was his first flying lap. So let's just fast forward a bit, and this is a pole lap from Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Turn 1, is it going to be flat out? Let's see. It's a quick corner, he might have to do a little bit of a lift. He does lift, and it's a full lift. And then we've got turn 2 and 3, the chicane, first major braking zone. 2 and then 3, decent overtaking opportunity there. Then we've got 4 and 5, the next chicane. This is where Vettel pulled over, isn't it? I think it is. 4 and 5, nice and easy. Then we've got 6, flat out left-hander, I'm pretty sure. Yep, then 7, a flat out right-hander, quite a long one actually. And a very blind braking zone towards turn 8, which is a very sharp corner. Then turn 9, we go over the bridge in the harbour. Then it's turn 10, a very tight corner this one, very slow one. Before we go through turn 11, the first of 2 DRS zones. Very long corner this one, which means racing into the straight. Then we've got a bit of straight here. Before we get to turn 12 and 13, that chicane, this is where Hamilton and Maldonado came together, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. And then we got kind of a double apex one, that is 13. Then we got 14, which is another very slow tight right-hander, onto the DRS zone. Turn 15 is the first little kink in this DRS zone, and we got 16, which is where we lost Maloney. Well, Maloney lost it, I should say. A bit more of a tighter one. Then we got a hard braking zone of 17. 12, by the way, is, I can't remember, I think it was 12 where Webber had his flying crash. Anyway, then we got 18, which you do actually have to kind of slow down a bit for. Then we got 19, a bit slower. Then 20, this is where Maloney crashed out. And then we got 21, 22, 23, 24, and then your final corner, final braking zone is turn 25. And then to the start finish straight, it's a 143.048 for Kimi Antonelli, and that is your pole lap of the Valencia Street Circuit. First time everyone's come here, of course, in 2013. They brought this nice little race back for one more year. We'll be back tomorrow. It will be 2 PM local time, 3 PM UK, no, 2 PM UK time, 3 PM local time. So we'll see you for that one. Goodbye.